Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B, and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are new on the channel that have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So, I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon, so you guys are more than welcome to join us. So I do have a couple of things. One, I have been saying 1, 2, 3 a lot. So we're going to look into that angel number here in just a second. I've also been told that somebody has given somebody enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Or if you give somebody enough rope, they'll hang themselves. I don't know. Maybe somebody, could have given somebody enough rope to hang themselves. This could be somebody's spiritual team, So somebody's spiritual team, they could have, try to help, steer somebody in the right direction. But the spiritual team knows that, somebody, has free will, they're going to make their own decision, and so, somebody's spiritual team already knows, that somebody, could be about to make some type of bad decision out here. The freedom to act. A person is given complete freedom to make choices or continue a particular course of action. Self-inflicted harm. It's assumed that this freedom will reveal the person's flawed character, incompetence, or bad intentions. Inevitable consequences. Their own choices and actions will eventually lead to a negative outcome, such as failure, disgrace, or exposure. So, in business, the boss could allow, an inexperienced employee to take charge of a project. But, the boss knows that, because, the employee is inexperienced, that, they'll fail and they'll learn from it. This is like an employee, keeps, telling the boss, I have enough experience, but they didn't do, the training, they didn't, do, the test, that the boss, told them to do in order, for them to, be, have the training or be experienced in, whatever it is. And so it's kind of the boss is all right, have at it, but the boss knows that, it's not going to come out right, but it's a part of a lesson, It's like the criminal justice system, So this is the criminal justice system letting, a suspect, continue, to do their criminal activities. Only for, the criminal justice system to, continue to gather evidence, on this person. And basically, they incriminate themselves by continuing to do, the criminal activities. When it comes to relationships. Somebody, could just be all right, well, you just keep making bad decisions, bad choices in this relationship. So, somebody, could allow the person, to continue to habitually make poor choices, to continue on the path that they're on. And so, basically, somebody, has to realize that, their destructive behavior has become apparent, to their partner, possibly, to themselves, to other people. I don't know. Give somebody enough rope and they'll hang themselves. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody as far as, self-inflicted harm. I don't know. Somebody, could be in that mindset. But let's look into this angel number 1, 2, 3 real quick. The angel number 1, 2, 3 is often seen as steps with subsequent number sequences. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sequence is acknowledged and recognized. So something about, yeah, patterns. So somebody's patterns, could be, like being acknowledged, or being recognized. It says, and the steps and actions taken by the individual. So, yeah, going back to, yeah, give someone enough rope and they'll hang themselves. If feeling any doubts or fears about which actions to take, ask for guidance and assistance from the angels and listen to your intuition and inner wisdom. I feel like that there's somebody that, yeah, they ain't did none of the such. Know that you have all that you need within to achieve your goals and aspirations. You just have to make the choices to do so and take the appropriate actions. Have faith and trust in yourself, your angels, and the ascended masters. I don't know. It's giving me somebody about to learn some type of lesson. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. But let's just hop in and see what's going on, y'all. Holy Spirit. Yeah. Hee-haw. 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 Yeah. Somebody definitely is out here looking like a jackass, or they're about to. Wow. Wow. Somebody could have dentures out here. Or somebody, could have big teeth. Somebody, is either looking like a jackass or they're about to be. Give me another one, Holy Spirit. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, their brain is scattered. This is scatterbrain. Whoever this is, yeah, like they could be feeling like that their life is out of whack, but we just heard the angel number 1, 2, 3. This is like, yeah, like somebody's, steps are being ordered, or yeah, like somebody, is, yeah, like their spiritual team is giving them some wisdom and guidance on how to move forward, and yeah, they still not taking heed, to, yeah, like the guidance, yeah. So whoever this is, yeah, they're scattered. Their life is all out of whack, and they could be trying to figure out how to, like get it back on track out here. Yeah, but time is ticking. Whoever this is, yeah, they're wasting time, or they've been wasting time. Yeah, this is my hermit mode card. Whoever this is, they could be in hermit mode. They could be like in deep thought. But y'all see how that person is, yeah, like on the ledge. Whoever this is, yeah, they could be on edge. Give me one more, please. Yeah. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, they could have tried to pull out all the stops. When it comes, like to doing something out here. But this is, yeah, like, skills. So something about, yeah, like somebody has skills out here. But it goes back to, yeah, like, the job, example that I used. So somebody's inexperienced, possibly, yeah, trying to, like, yeah, it's giving me, yeah, like somebody, so going back to, yeah, the boss and the employee. So the boss, yeah, they're experienced. The employee, they're inexperienced, inexperienced for whatever, mission is that they're trying to, like accomplish or complete. I don't know, somebody, could be trying to compete with somebody. But, yeah, like, so the boss explains to the person, why, or to the employee, why, they don't think it's a good idea for them, to, yeah, try to complete this mission, because they don't have the skills. They don't have, the training. They don't have what they need, to, yeah, complete the mission, The boss could have even told the employee, like, look, I feel like that you're going to fail the mission, I don't want you to, be being laughed at and stuff, and then, yeah, like, you try to blame it on me. But the employee, they're so cocky, you know what I mean? They know it all. So, yeah, the employee, they decide, to, yeah, try to complete the mission anyway, only to find out that, yeah, they failed the mission. So, somebody's out here looking like a jackass, for sure. I don't know, something about some weapons. Cause all these things on this this card looks like could be used as weapons. We got gloves on there. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Somebody, could be on edge. This is giving me, yeah, like So going back to, yeah, the employee, and the boss. So yeah, but the employee was already warned, that yeah, it's not a good idea. But the employee, they were so cocky, they was like, well, I know what I'm doing, knowing that they didn't know what they were doing. And then, yeah, they're being laughed at. So then, yeah, the employee, yeah, they leave the job, and then, yeah, they come back, with weapons, yeah, ha, ha, ha. I don't know, y'all. I feel like people need to be aware at this time, because it's giving me, yeah, somebody going postal. But it's also giving me too, yeah, somebody, they could have pulled out all the stops, to try to, cause somebody's life to be out of whack, cause somebody, to feel alone, or cause, somebody, to, yeah, want to give up. This could be give up on life. Maybe that's how this person is feeling. I feel like whoever this person is, going back to the very beginning of the message, give somebody enough rope and they'll hang themselves. So yeah, this person had enough rope to hang on to. I feel like that they done got to the end of the rope. So this is somebody, they can't, people aren't allowed to be their crutch anymore, or yeah, this person, they can't depend on other people anymore because of, yeah, their choices, that they made. So it could be causing, whoever this person is to be on edge, or it could be causing, this person, to, yeah, their life is out of whack. It's giving me, yeah, whoever this is, they've been codependent for long enough. And so, yeah, now that they're at the end of the rope, it's kind of yeah, what am I going to do? But I feel like when this person, had, was at the beginning of the rope, I feel like they made choices and decisions, to, yeah, go against people, treat people, badly, not help people, not pour back into people that pour into them, yeah, all the stuff that they should have been doing, in order for, the rope to get longer and longer and longer, So something about, yeah, attachments. There could be some people, that, yeah, they're unattaching from somebody out here. Yeah, whoever this is, they're burdened. They're stressed. Yeah, and they're going through chaos, havoc, and pandemonium. But this is somebody, that, yeah, while they had help, or while they, yeah, had people to depend on, they definitely could have caused chaos, havoc, and pandemonium. Why is he, here? Yeah, whoever this is, they feel trapped. Somebody's first one or last name could start with a T. Somebody feels trapped. Somebody definitely, yeah, feels mentally trapped. Whoever this person is, they could be in mental jail. But whoever this person is, they could have caused a lot of disappointment out here. There is some certain person that definitely, yeah, is disappointed in whoever this is. Somebody's first or last name could start with a D. We got the ice cream. You scream. We all scream for ice cream. Cash rules everything around me. So yeah, whoever this is, they could, worship money out here. Somebody, yeah, they could worship the money god. Or something about, yeah, somebody, feeling like that, yeah, money is everything, But the love of money, yeah, is the root of all evil. Or y'all know the quote. But something about, yeah, some arguing and fighting. So there could be some arguing and fighting going on. Somebody's first or last name could start with an I or a C. Something about somebody's ID as well. Why is skills here? Pulling out all the stops. Yeah. There's a Leo involved. Somebody claims that they have some type of skills, but they lying. I don't know, somebody, claims to have, some skills to pay the bills. Or, yeah, somebody... I feel like that somebody thinks that, yeah, they have more skills than somebody, or, yeah, it's giving me, yeah, the boss and the employee. How you going, think that you have more, skills than the boss? The boss is the one that hired you. The boss is the one, that, yeah, has showed you the ropes, but yeah, you decided, to, yeah, only see what you wanted to see, only hear what you wanted to hear. We can use the relationship as an example, you know. So yeah, like it's giving me, you know, because like when it comes to, you know, like men and women, you know, as far as history is concerned, you know, the man is, you know, the head, you know, and the woman is the tail. And that's what it says in the Bible, you know. But if you're not, you know, operating, you know, as the head, how do you expect respect as the head? How do you expect to be looked at, you know, as having the skills to pay the bills? Or, you know, how do you know, expect to, you know, for people to look at you as the head, you know, if, yeah, like you're all out of whack, you know? So, yeah, if the head is all out of whack, then the body is going to be all out of whack. So, yeah, it's giving me two. Something about a church is very significant. Because we're talking about, yeah, the head and the body. So something about a church is significant. Why is this trapezoid here? We got the Eight of Wands, but it came out in the reverse. So somebody possibly, yeah, is not communicating with some people out here. But something is going back. I don't know. There could be somebody, you know, that could be going back to their old ways. So this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, that, you know, yeah, they could have started to change their life. And then something, you know, could have happened, you know. And then, you know, yeah, like they just give up, you know, on, yeah, like changing their life. And they, yeah, regress or they go back, yeah, to like their old ways. But it goes back to, yeah, like somebody's ancestors like, look, we didn't already, you know what I'm saying, laid out the game plan, you know. But we already know, you know, you're going to do what you want to do. But we still going to give you the game plan, you know, just in case, you know, yeah, you want to still follow it. But, you know, yeah. Something is going back. But there's also somebody that's not communicating with somebody, and that could be, you know, causing some type of disappointment. We got the World. So something is ending out here. But something about, yeah, the internet. Somebody, you know, could be disappointed by something that they see on the internet. Why is this disappointment here? We got the Lovers. So Gemini energy. Somebody, you know, could be disappointed in a lover. Or somebody, you know, could be disappointed in a Gemini. Something, you know, could have happened in Gemini season that could have caused some disappointment out here. It could have something to do with, yeah, like somebody being pregnant with this Nine of Cups. Somebody loves to drink out here. So something about, yeah, like some type of, you know, like arguing and fighting taking place. And it could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like too much drinking. Y'all see all them cups? But yeah, there's a predator out here. I don't know. Something could happen, you know. So yeah, like you know, too much drinking, you know, could cause, yeah, like weapons to come out. I don't know. This is weird, but yeah, we have the Five of Swords. Somebody definitely, yeah, is in some type of self-defeating attitude out here. Or, yeah, they done defeated themselves. So, yeah, going back, you know, to, yeah, give somebody, you know, enough rope and they'll hang themselves. So, basically, yeah, at the end of the day, somebody done, yeah, they done basically, yeah, defeated themselves, you know. They done, yeah, basically hung themselves when it comes to, you know, like, yeah, their choices and decisions out here. Yeah, we got the Tower. So, big Tower moment. Big Tower moment. But whoever this is, that, yeah, like is in this self-defeating attitude or, you know, self-defeating mindset, they're trying to act like, you know, that, yeah, like everything is okay, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, when I split the deck, we got imprisonment and then we got opposition. So I don't know. Somebody, could get locked up. There definitely, could be some type of fight. They could break out. We got single, sexy, and successful. Triple S. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an S, or first, middle, and last name could start with an S. Somebody could be born in 1990. But somebody, somebody, could be single. Somebody, could be sexy. Somebody could be successful out here. But it's something about, like somebody being trapped by somebody. Somebody feels trapped. It could have something to do with, like a pregnancy. Somebody, could feel trapped, like in a relationship. But it goes back to, free will. Somebody had free will, and they invoked their free will. Possibly after they were told, it's not a good idea. We got entity attachment. Somebody, could have an entity attached to them. Somebody, could have, gotten with somebody, and they didn't, they basically, based it off of appearance, not really knowing that whoever this is, they have some type of entity attached to them. Now they're trapped because of, the entity that's attached to the person that chose this person, Yeah, we have health concern. So somebody, somebody, could have some type of health issues out here. And some legal issues. Somebody got a whole lot going on, while somebody else is, living in bliss. The 30th and the 31st could be significant. So something, could take place on the 30th and the 31st. Yeah, somebody is able to see beyond the veil, or somebody, is about to, see beyond the veil. But it goes back to, somebody feeling like a jackass. So going back to, the boss and an employee. Let's just keep using that as an example. So the boss already know what's up because, the boss is the boss. The boss has been the boss for 20 years. And so, there's been many employees like the cocky one that come in there unexperienced, don't want to listen, don't want to pay attention, and then think, that they can run, the whole department, So, that's basically seeing beyond the veil, So, like the boss already knew what was going to take place because, it's already been done multiple times. Or this is like, like somebody, like in a relationship, so somebody, has dealt, with people like this before in a relationship. So going back to, the world, a cycle ending. So somebody already ended some type of cycle. Somebody already done learned a lesson about, these type of people or these type of situations. So it goes back to, somebody trying to give somebody some advice, because, they done been there and done that. And somebody was like, oh, whatever, you don't tell me nothing, It's like, like a 65-year-old, because this veil card, it's a number 65. So it's like, like a 65-year-old trying to, give, somebody born in the 90s, some advice. And they're like, oh, you're old. You don't know nothing. All right. Somebody could be born in 1991. Somebody done basically stop their own selves in their tracks. They stop something, from taking place. And now they're in thought. Now they all up in their head. Yep. We got a healer. Somebody could be born in 1980. Somebody could be a healer out here. Something about, some healing hands. I'm picking up miracle as well. Somebody's name could be Miracle, but I'm picking up, like a miracle. So something about, so there could be somebody, could have some type of health concern, and it could be serious, and then, like, the next day, after, x-rays have been done, after, tests have been run, the next day somebody, could receive some news that, it's all clear, you're good to go. It's something about that, for somebody is significant. I don't know, somebody, could, be healing their own self out here. We got poverty that came out. Somebody could be 37 years old or born in 1973. Somebody, you know, could be disappointed, yeah, in a lover. Mm-hmm. But it goes back to, yeah, give somebody enough rope and they'll hang themselves. So when we read that, it said, yeah, like basically, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, like they could, you know, basically uh, put themselves, you know, like on the forefront, you know, like expose themselves. So I feel like somebody is being told, yeah, like not to do, they don't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? Whoever, you know, was given, you know, enough rope to hang themselves, they're going to. And I'm not saying, you know, like, yeah, like physically. I'm saying, yeah, they're going to make the wrong mistake, or they've been making, you know, like the wrong mistakes. And so, yeah, like they're at the end of the rope, you know, and yeah, like once you're at the end of the rope, there's no more rope. You can't hang on anymore. Mm-hmm. Somebody could be 38 years old or born in 1983. But somebody definitely, yeah, when it comes to, you know, whoever it is that's in bliss, yeah, somebody puts a lot of hard work, a lot of effort into, you know, yeah, themselves, into, you know, their home, into, you know, their family, into, you know, their, you know, yeah, I feel like somebody, yeah, somebody's seeing the fruits of their labor, or they're about to. Hmm. And somebody's mad about it. Somebody's 38 hot about it. But something about, yeah, a weapon. Somebody could have a weapon in a home. There's also somebody that, yeah, like they're meddling up in somebody's spiritual house out here. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody, you know, being told, I wouldn't do that if I was you, you know. Mm-hmm. Or yeah, like somebody's spiritual team, you know, somebody could have done it before, and so somebody's, you know, spiritual team could have told them, like, look, don't go back over there. You know what I mean? You're not authorized to be over there on that grass. You're not authorized to even be on the public sidewalk. You know, yeah, you've been trespassed. You've been spiritually trespassed. So somebody, yeah, they don't listen. They think that they know everything, and then yeah, they go back on that sidewalk or go back on that grass, and then yeah, all hell breaks loose. We got community. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could have defeated multiple people out here. But something about, yeah, like somebody lying, you know, to, yeah, like a whole community. This could be, yeah, like a social media community. Because we did see the world card. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody being blocked out from something. Somebody not having access to something. Mm. It's giving me, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, like no longer, you know, able, you know, to, yeah, like use somebody or some people as a crutch. Something definitely, yeah, could happen in the home. For sure. Mm. Yeah. So somebody, you know, needs to be aware, because somebody, you know, could, yeah, try to beat around the bush out here. Beat around the bush when it comes to some information. Beat around the bush, you know, about, yeah, like some type of choices and decisions that they made. But it's, yeah, like somebody, you know, lying that they're okay and they're not. And so, yeah, whoever this person is, they could beat around the bush. This is somebody that, yeah, they're feeling very uncomfortable. Somebody, you know, could be feeling very uncomfortable, you know, around a lover or around some people. I don't know, for somebody it could be like somebody's child or children. But somebody's feeling very uncomfortable. So somebody, yeah, they're not okay. Somebody's also feeling very uncomfortable because, yeah, great things are definitely, yeah, manifesting in your life. So somebody's mad about that. Yeah, somebody's leading the pack out here. And I feel like like it's the good pack. So that person was supposed to be that person was supposed to be, yeah, a part of the pack. Whoever the person is. Whoever the person is, yeah, they wanted to be the leader of the pack. But yeah, they were inexperienced. They didn't have the skills. They didn't have what it takes, to lead the pack. So whatever somebody, wants to beat around the bush about, many people know about this. Whoever this is, they could be losing power. They could be losing credibility and respect. So yeah, it's the pride before the fall. And so, yeah, when it comes to, yeah, great things are manifesting in your life, yeah, big salute to you. So yeah, congratulations. So with this congratulations, I definitely do feel like somebody is the leader of the pack. I don't know if somebody, like they, were going around saying that they were the leader of the pack, or, yeah, they were telling people, that they could do this and they could do that, but yeah, they really couldn't do this and they really couldn't do that. We got ring the alarm. So yeah, the spiritual alarm has been rung. But somebody, could have warned people about a serious problem or danger. So it goes back to, yeah, the beginning of the message. So, yeah, the boss told, the inexperienced employee, like, look, don't go over there messing with that machine now. You don't have the experience, that machine, they'll chop your hand off in a split second. And the employee, they want to argue the boss up and down, like they can do it. They can work the machine. And the boss is like, all right, well, look here. You gonna go ahead and sign this paperwork, because I feel like that, yeah, you just gonna defy what I just said. So sign this paperwork, because we're not gonna be liable, for, yeah, you going over there messing with that machine, because I know you're going to go over there messing with that machine. So yeah, somebody sits there and, yeah, they sign the paperwork. So yeah, the boss is not liable, And so yeah, they go messing with the machine, and then yeah, their hand gets chopped off in a split second, just like the boss told them it would. Many people, could know that, like somebody, yeah. Because with this ring the alarm, warn people about a serious problem or danger. This is giving me, yeah, like somebody, yeah, their intuition, their psychic abilities, yeah, somebody's spiritual gifts. So many people know that somebody has spiritual gifts. Or many people know now that somebody has spiritual gifts. But yeah, somebody's spiritual gifts could be making somebody or some people feel very uncomfortable. But justice is going to be served. So I feel like whoever this is feeling very uncomfortable. They're feeling very uncomfortable because, yeah, they done did some stuff. I just saw facing felony charges. So that could be why somebody's feeling very uncomfortable. Something wasn't a mistake. Because that's what I just saw. It wasn't a mistake. So yeah, going back to, yeah, the employee, going over there messing with the machine after the boss told him not to. And then, yeah, like, then their hand gets chopped off and they're like, oh, it was a mistake. Yeah, but you already signed the paper, that, yeah, basically said that you choose to do this on your own. Nobody told you to do it. You chose to do it. And so, yeah, how can it be a mistake if you chose to do it? Yeah, they could realize that it was a mistake now that their hand is chopped off. I don't know why this message is so vulgar. But something about, yeah, a thief, because in some countries, I don't know if they still do it, but I know back in the day, yeah, you steal, yeah, in some countries you get your hand chopped off. You lie, yeah, you get your tongue cut off. But we got a Capricorn, so there's a Capricorn involved. You could be a Capricorn. Wow. So yeah, somebody, could have been the alarm that was rung, or yeah, like somebody rung, like the alarm to some people, warning some people about, like some type of problem or some type of danger in their life. And whoever these people are, yeah, they came against you. Or it don't even have to be, yeah, like, like somebody, even having, like, spiritual gifts. It goes back to, the boss. Again, the boss done seen it multiple times. Inexperienced people going over there messing with that machine, the boss done seen the machine cut plenty hands off. So the boss try to warn, but hey, everybody has free will. Now whoever this is feeling uncomfortable because they came against you, and now your spiritual team is their worst nightmare. We got a wicked witch or a wicked warlock. So there's a wicked witch or a wicked warlock that's involved, that's feeling very uncomfortable. They could be losing power, credibility, and respect. We got an Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius. I have Aquarius in your chart, or there's Aquarius involved. Somebody could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, cusper. Yeah. Somebody is being told to continue to walk by faith and not by sight. So when it comes to justice being served, somebody's walking by faith and not by sight. So somebody, they might not, could see justice being served, but they know by having faith and by trusting in a higher power that justice is going to be served. So there could be somebody or some people that could be shocked and confused out here. People are shocked and confused by somebody, walking by faith and not by sight. This is like, what does that mean? So these could be people, that they ain't never picked up a Bible a day in their life. I don't know. Maybe they ain't never went to church a day in their life. But I mean, a witch and a warlock, I don't know. Let me not. We got to give credit where credit is due. So somebody is about to, receive some credit. I think we got that card on the YouTube message earlier. I don't know. There could be somebody or some people, that, are being turned into believers. But it's something about, miracle as well. So it could be a miracle, how somebody made it out of something. Going back to, when I picked up on something, like happening in a home, so a home, could have caught on fire and somebody made it out just in time, but somebody wasn't supposed to make it out because, it was already engulfed in smoke to the point to where, whoever was left inside, they weren't supposed to make it. Wow. We got 22. Somebody could be 22 years old. Somebody could be a master number 22. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a D. Somebody, could want to have some type of conversation about a resolution, but this fell on the floor. So, wrong answer. So, there ain't going to be no resolution. As far as a conversation, there's going to be a resolution, but it ain't going to be through a conversation. Somebody's ancestors are, whoever this is his worst nightmare. And then on top of that, somebody's a rising phoenix out here. So, somebody, has risen up out of the ashes, So, going back to, having all the skills. So, somebody, has, a lot of skills. Somebody, could wear many hats. Somebody, could, they just have a lot of skills. Somebody, could, be a surgeon, and then, somebody, could write books, somebody, could sing, somebody, has many skills. I don't know if people thought that somebody was lying, and that's why they try to defeat somebody. But, we got a blood test. I don't know, because I did pick up on something about a pregnancy. So somebody, yeah, could want to, like ask for a blood test or something out here or something like that. And then we have, yeah, child or children that flipped over. So something about, yeah, a blood test on a child or some children. I don't know. Somebody, yeah, they want to have some type of conversation, about resolution when it comes to child or children, or having some type of blood test. That ain't the way to start it out. But I feel like that somebody, could have had a conversation with somebody multiple times about a resolution. And somebody, yeah, they didn't want a resolution. Or, yeah, they acted like that they didn't want a resolution. And then, yeah, when somebody, decided, okay, let's let bygones be bygones. Then, yeah, like they do the same thing again, That's another reason why somebody, could be disappointed in whoever this is. But whoever this is, yeah, they're feeling very uncomfortable as well because, yeah, like their tactic is no longer working. So whoever this is, they could have used a child or some children, to try to, yeah, come against somebody. They could have tried to use somebody's job to come against somebody. They could have tried to use, social media to come against somebody. But, yeah, like their tactic is no longer working. And when it says no longer working, it means, yeah, at some point their tactic worked. But, yeah, now somebody don't know what to do. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an N. We got a Libra, so there's a Libra involved. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an H or a B. Whoever this is, yeah, they definitely, yeah, want to make somebody's life hard for them. That's what somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to do. So it's a feminine energy on this disappointed card. So this could be a feminine energy, or you could be a feminine energy. But yeah, whoever this is that wants to make somebody's life hard for them, yeah, it could have something to do with a child or children. It could have something to do, with with a lover. But somebody is a witch or a warlock in this situation. But whoever this is that wants to make life hard for you, yeah, their self-esteem and their confidence is under attack. With this drinking too much and this blood test, this is like, yeah, like somebody's blood alcohol level like to the roof, to the point to where, yeah, either, somebody is hospitalized or, yeah, somebody gets locked up. But whoever this is, yeah, like their tactic is no longer working. Their self-esteem and confidence is under attack. Yeah, and everything, yeah, is falling into place for you. Somebody's child or children, could be, yeah, like all out of whack. Somebody's child or children, could, yeah, be having some type of anxiety out here. But whoever this is that their self-esteem and confidence is under attack, yeah, they definitely, yeah, are having anxiety. If somebody was, yeah, trying to, like use whatever they were trying to use to cause somebody anxiety, worry, depression, or whatever, yeah, wrong answer. We got security system. So something, could get caught on security system. There could be a fight. They could get caught on security system, or something about, yeah, like somebody being drunk or something like that. Somebody possibly, yeah, if somebody doesn't have, like cameras, somebody would benefit with getting cameras. Somebody could be trying to erase something, that, yeah, like was caught on a security system as well. But we can't take it no more. So somebody can't take it no more. Yeah, heavy Libra out here. But somebody definitely is about to receive justice. Somebody don't like the fact that, yeah, somebody's limited edition. They don't like the fact that somebody, is not too many, like, whoever this message is for, whoever this is, they could have tried to do some type of beauty spell on somebody. Whoever this is, yeah, they live the cult life. And it's something about, yeah, like using some type of blood with this blood test. I don't know if it has something to do with, I don't know, pregnancy blood. I don't know. But somebody definitely, yeah, was using some blood and doing some type of ritual, some type of spell work. Yeah, we got Aquarius. So, yeah, heavy Aquarius as well. Yeah, but one of the reasons why, yeah, somebody's tactic is not working is because, yeah, somebody's in tune with their feelings, thoughts, and their behaviors out here. There's also some critics that thought that, yeah, like somebody wouldn't rise, out of the ashes. Somebody wouldn't rise, out of, yeah, some type of situation out here. Yep, but somebody has, and yeah, they're investing in positive change. We got a Scorpio, so there's a Scorpio involved. We got a Divine Feminine. So there's a Divine Feminine involved. You could be a Divine Feminine, or this is about a Divine Feminine. But we got old news, so somebody, yeah, when it comes to, yeah, like somebody's tactic, like not working or no longer working, yeah, it has something to do with some old information. When somebody, operated in their south node. Something about some old blood. I don't know. Somebody, could be in the gang. But we got new connection. So somebody's about to receive some justice when it comes, like to some type of new connection. This could be a new love connection. This could be a new, business connection. This could be a new friend connection. We got mental spell. So somebody, could have done some type of mental spell out here. I don't know. Somebody, could have tried to do some type of mental spell on somebody's child or children if somebody has them. But we got a gold digger. So, yeah, there's a gold digger out here. So, but going back to, yeah, somebody, chose, somebody based off of their appearance and not knowing who they was, But whoever this is, yeah, they want to make somebody's life hard. But that ain't going to happen. Yeah, because somebody's guardian angels are surrounding them. Yeah, we got a Leo. So there's a Leo involved. Heavy Leo. There could be a Leo that could be lying about some stuff. And yeah, they're scared shitless because they're being exposed. Somebody, could be scared about something that they see on a security system. Somebody's life path could be the number 3, which is all about, yeah, creativity. Somebody can't take it no more. Somebody don't like the fact that somebody, is creative out here. Somebody don't like the fact that somebody, yeah, is working really, really hard, and yeah, seeing the fruits of their labor. Yeah, light worker. I don't know if that's what people, said, that somebody was a gold digger. Somebody should have put some respect on somebody's name. Somebody, yeah. Somebody, somebody's a light worker out here. And we got identity thieves. So, yeah. There's some identity thieves out here. I don't know if they were trying to steal somebody's a light worker's identity. Or these are, yeah, because I did pick up on something about, yeah, an ID. Like a physical ID. Something about some self-protection. This could literally be, like somebody, yeah, doing whatever, they do, like to, like spiritually protect themselves. But this is also giving me too, yeah, like somebody having, yeah, some self-protection, if you know what I mean. I feel like somebody's scared because they thought somebody was who they thought somebody was. but they were already warned, you know, but they still went with their mind instead of going with, you know, like the warning. If that makes any sense. Yeah, heavy Scorpio energy. But yeah, somebody's having nightmares out here. And somebody's also being told, yeah, to hold on to your truth. So people don't want your truth to be your truth. People want their truth to be your truth. I don't know. Something about, yes, I'm drinking some blood, old blood, new blood. I don't know. Some type of blood. Yep. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, great things are about to take place. We got sexuality. So somebody, you know, could be, you know, have some type of sexuality issues. Somebody, you know, yeah, like, yeah, going back to the beginning of the message, you know, somebody making some type of decisions out here, you know. Yeah, give somebody, you know, enough rope and they'll hang themselves. So there is some type of life-changing, unfortunate events that definitely, yeah, are taking place. If somebody, you know, is gay, lesbian, bisexual, or trans, I feel like that, yeah, like somebody, you know, needs to, yeah, hold on to their truth. But just know, you know, that, yeah, like if you wasn't winning, they wouldn't care. So going back to, yeah, somebody, you know, wants to have a conversation about a resolution. Somebody, you know, yeah, they want to wave the white flag. Somebody wants to, you know, admit, yeah, these people came against you, and yeah, your ancestors are their worst nightmare at this time. Yep, whoever this is, yeah, their actions don't match up with their words out here. Whoever this person is, or whoever these people are, something about, yeah, somebody lying about they got skills to pay the bills, or yeah, somebody, you know, saying that they can do this and they can do that, but they can't. Yeah, somebody's been through failure and somebody's bounced back out here. So yeah, there's somebody or some people that could be going through failure and they're not going to be able to bounce back. But there goes that bad blood. So somebody has some type of bad blood out here. Old blood, new blood, bad blood. Somebody definitely, yeah, has some bad blood with somebody. Oh well, now they got it with somebody's ancestors. We got a father. So somebody, you know, could have some type of bad blood, you know, with like their father. Or something about, yeah, like somebody won't smoke, you know, with the Most High God. Ooh-wee. Whoever these people are, sucks to be them. But when it comes to, yeah, like this bad blood and father, somebody, you know, could have some type of bad blood with their father. Or this could be like a baby father. But somebody's disconnected from their true self. So I feel like whoever this person is, yeah, they literally, you know, could have bad blood with everybody. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody, you know, is, yeah, like at the end of their rope. They don't have anybody else, you know, to hang on to. They don't have anybody else to use as a crutch. They don't have anybody else. Yeah. We got an empath. So somebody, you know, could be an empath out here. There's somebody that possibly, yeah, they are an empath, but yeah, like they're disconnected from their true self. They don't know who they are. So going back to, yeah, identity thieves. So people, you know, walking around, you know, like acting like, you know, a divine feminine, or acting like, you know, that they're empaths, or acting like, you know, that, yeah, like they're light workers, or whoever this, whatever's going on. But yeah, we got retaliation backfire. So there are people that were with them, yeah, that are now against them. Yeah, so now, yeah, whoever those people are, yeah, this person has bad blood with them as well. Somebody's father could be involved. Because whoever this is, yeah, they're a control freak. So it goes back to, yeah, whoever this is not listening, you know what I mean? Yeah. When it comes, you know, to, yeah, like people trying to help them, or when it comes to, yeah, like, you know, like people, you know, like telling somebody some information for their highest good. Whoever this is, they could look at people that, you know, try to help somebody, you know, when it comes to their highest good, they could look at them people like their liabilities. But in reality, whoever this is, they're a liability. Yep, but there goes that angel number 123. So there will be a change in your life. You will be able to move forward in a steady way. There's also somebody that never, yeah, truly opened up to somebody. So there could be somebody, you know, that never truly opened up, that they, you know, are gay, lesbian, bisexual, or trans, or something about, yeah, transgender. We picked up on, yeah, transgender energy, what, in the YouTube message earlier. Yeah, we got a father. So something about, yeah, somebody's father. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could find out some stuff about, you know, like somebody's father out here. Or something about, yeah, like a father to father conversation. But yeah, there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, are sneaking around in somebody's around somebody's energy. And so, yeah, the alarm has been rung. Somebody's father could be passed away. So somebody's father, you know, could be ringing, you know, like the spiritual alarm, you know. So yeah. We got hiding a death. So somebody, you know, could be hiding a death out here. Somebody, you know, could be hiding a death, and it could have something to do, you know, with somebody's father or a baby father. So yeah, somebody could be 50 to 65 years old. I mean, that would be, you know, the age of, you know, like somebody's father. The color blue could be significant. Yeah, somebody's sad out here. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. Whoever is in this situation, the person that, yeah, we've been picking up this whole time, yeah, they're always right and you're always wrong. Or yeah, they're always right and everybody else is always wrong. We got text message or email. So somebody, you know, could receive a text message or an email out here. Or something about, yeah, somebody communicating with somebody, you know, like through some type of text messages. But somebody, yeah, somebody's intimidated by your ambitious attitude. But whoever that is, yeah, their actions don't match their words and they're disconnected from their true self. This is somebody that pretends to love and care only to get what they want and need. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they're fake. And if you wasn't winning, they wouldn't care. If you wasn't winning, they wouldn't want to be around you. If you wasn't winning, you know, yeah, they wouldn't want to open up to you. If you wasn't, yeah. Wow. So yeah, somebody's always prepared out here. So somebody, you know, is always prepared, you know, when it comes, you know, to, yeah, like doing whatever needs to be done, you know, to get her done. But this is also too, yeah, like somebody's always prepared, always aware. Yeah, somebody stays ready so they don't have to get ready. So somebody already knew something was coming. But it's because, yeah, we ain't gonna keep repeating that, you know what I mean? And I feel like somebody has repeated themselves over and over and over. Or yeah, like something, you know, has just been, you know, like, yeah, like repetitious. Yeah, pattern. And yeah, it's time to end it. Yeah, the world, the cycle ends. Well, we got high vibrational person. So yeah, somebody's a high vibrational person out here. And so I feel like that, yeah, whoever this is that's thinking around somebody's energy, yeah, it ain't good for them. They can't take the high vibrational energy that they're stinking around. We got organized crime. So somebody, could be involved in some type of organized crime out here. That could be, that could go hand in hand with, yeah, like somebody hiding a death. We got 30 to 40 years old. So somebody, could be 30 to 40 years old out here. Somebody, could be involved in some type of hot organized crime, at the age of 30 to 40. We got first day out of jail or prison. So somebody, could be locked up. So somebody, could be about to get out of jail or prison. I'm also picking up too, yeah, somebody, never truly opened up to somebody about, like their life. But somebody's looking for a come up. So somebody done did some stuff, trying to look for a come up. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been trying to look for a come up on, like a high vibrational person. Be aware of, yeah, somebody, yeah, like trying to look at somebody as a come up, but yeah, going back to, yeah, whoever these people are that came against you, yeah, your ancestors are their worst nightmare. We got court hearing. So somebody, could have some type of court hearing. Somebody, could be looking for a come up, and it has something to do with trying to take somebody to court. So it can have something to do with like the blood test, or whatever have you. I feel like, yeah, like somebody, like trying to, yeah, is looking for a come up off somebody, yeah, they're like them trying to, do so is going to cause, yeah, like their whole life to be exposed. Yep, because whoever this message is resonating with, yeah, you have ultimate protection out here. Anything else, Holy Spirit? We have its takeover season. So great things are about to take place. I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to take over something out here. But it's also giving me too, yeah, somebody's spiritual team. But whoever this is, they could try to communicate with somebody, or they could try to, conversate about a resolution. And yeah, somebody's spiritual team is like, no, you can conversate us about that resolution. But whoever this is, yeah, they know that you don't trust them. It could be a father for somebody, a baby father, somebody's father, I don't know. But whoever this is, yeah, they're aging by the day. So whoever this is, somebody possibly, if somebody hasn't seen this person in a while, yeah, somebody possibly wouldn't know who they are because, yeah, they're aging by the day. But this could be somebody that could be 30 to 40 years old, but they look like that they're 70 years old. That's for somebody, not everybody. We got Aries season. So something, could have happened in Aries season. Somebody never truly opened up to somebody about what happened during Aries season. Aries season could be, yeah, when the retaliation backfired. That's when people, that were with whoever this is, stop being with them and, yeah, like, are now against them. But, yeah, somebody's praying for a miracle out here. Because, yeah, everybody that was with them is now against them. Whoever this is, yeah, they're sad and lonely. Whoever this is, they could have definitely, yeah, tried to hack into somebody's accounts. They could have tried to hack into somebody's social media accounts, bank accounts, email. Definitely, yeah, email. I don't know. Somebody, could have tried to hack into somebody's phone as well. Yeah, we got a Gemini. So, yeah, heavy Gemini. There definitely is a Gemini that, yeah, is aging by the day. So we got expect the call. So yeah, somebody definitely is going to reach out to somebody. Either it's a Gemini, you know, they could reach out to somebody, or you're a Gemini. We got death at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, you know, could receive a phone call about, yeah, a death out here. That's for somebody, not everybody, but we do have hiding a death. But something is spreading fast. So it could be some bad blood, you know, in somebody's body that could be spreading fast. It could be some information, you know, that could be spreading fast. Anything else, Holy Spirit? What also could be spreading fast is that, yeah, somebody's spreading happiness like a contagion out here. So again, if you wasn't winning, they wouldn't care. And at the end of the day, yeah, whoever this is, they came against you anyway. And yeah, your ancestors are their worst nightmare. So we got shocking truth. So there could be some shocking truth that could be heard in some type of court hearing out here. So we got talking self off of a ledge. So yeah, we did see that person, yeah, on that ledge, on the edge, yeah. So somebody ain't doing too good out here. Whoever this is, yeah, they're falling victim to their own negative projections. And yeah, they're praying for a miracle. All right. Yep. But somebody is being told to continue to, yeah, stay in this abundance mindset out here. Somebody could be praying for a miracle when it comes to, yeah, like some type of finances. We got hospital. So somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like a text message or email that somebody's in the hospital. Somebody, you know, could have tried to hack into, you know, like somebody's hospital records is also what I'm picking up. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could expect a call from somebody, yeah, that's in the hospital. I don't know. It could be somebody's father or baby's father. But we got June. Somebody's name could be June. Or something about June could be significant. Somebody, you know, could have went to the hospital in June. Yeah, heavy Gemini. So something about, yeah, Gemini season. So we got, can we work this out? Can we heal from this? So that's what somebody, you know, could want to, you know, reach out and ask somebody. But whoever this is, yeah, they're falling victim to their own negative projections. Yeah, they're at the end of the rope. They're talking themselves off of a ledge. And whoever this is, yeah, they operate in their south node. So nope. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they're expecting somebody to operate in their south node. They're expecting somebody to lower their vibrations for them. And the fact of the matter is, yeah, a change is here. Yeah, there's the, yeah, whoever this is, they want to, yeah, like change somebody, but that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, just know that, yeah, your happiness is definitely, yeah, driving people crazy. And I feel like that, yeah, like your happiness, you know, you spreading happiness like a contagion, yeah, it's helping people. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, has major health issues out here. For sure. Whoever this is, they could be a witch or a warlock, you know, and they were trying to hide it. They can no longer hide it. Or, yeah, they went to a witch or a warlock, and now they're finding out, you know, after, yeah, multiple people told them not to, what happened. But we got heinous crime committed. So somebody, you know, could have some type of major health issues from some type of heinous crime committed, or whoever this is, they committed some type of heinous crime. I don't know, but it's a lot of heinous crimes on that card. Something about RAPE, or, you know, like molestation. I don't know. That could be causing, you know, like somebody some type of major health issues out here. We got an overbearing mother. it came out, I put it back and it came right back out. So somebody's overbearing mother is involved. Somebody's overbearing mother, you know, could have some type of major health issues out here. Somebody's overbearing mother could have been a part of some type of heinous crime. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that don't get no more chances. So yeah, end of the rope. And there is somebody or some people that definitely, are overwhelmed by the truth, or they're going to be overwhelmed by the truth. So yeah, somebody's being told to, expect some communication. But somebody's also being told to, pay attention to the red flags. Because remember, if you wasn't winning, they wouldn't care. Yeah, whoever these people are, you know, somebody's ancestors are their worst nightmare. Yeah, they're trying to seem unaffected. Somebody's trying to seem unaffected by some type of major health issues. They're trying to seem unaffected by, the unfortunate life-changing events that are taking place. We got a baby. So something about a baby. Somebody, you know, could have a baby. Somebody, you know, could be hiding a death and it has something to do with a baby. Somebody's trying to seem unaffected, you know, by this baby. Or, but something about, a baby. But we talked about that, yeah. But not only were these people, you know, trying to go against somebody, but they all were also, were trying to delay somebody's destiny. And so they should have never thought that just because you were quiet, that you are weak. Yep. And whoever these people are, they're receiving karma. Heavy karma. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.